Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm going to show you how to fix the automatic locking mechanism in your tailgate. If your Chevy or GMC has the option of the automatic locking with this, I mean, how nice was that they finally introduced that? But first, please go subscribe. Why? Because my videos are going to be fast and quick. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get you in and out. You Googled this or you searched for this fix, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to screw around and waste your time with a bunch of other stuff, and I know what I'm doing, okay? So please subscribe. So here's what we're doing. Locking tailgates, they've been around forever, right? Open, close, key, lock, right? But GMC and Chevy finally introduced it to where it's tied into this, right? The problem is the mechanism in there, the little motor, is weak AF. They fail really frequently. So see, this is locked. Well, it ain't locked. It's not strong enough, okay? You can do it with the key. Now it's locked, but it won't unlock. You can hear it, but it won't unlock. So let's get this fixed. It's not terribly difficult, but I'll walk you through step by step and get this taken care of, okay? Okay, you ready? We'll go through all the tools that you'll need. We've got to take this panel off. For that, you will need a T-15 Torx socket, these little star things. You will need a 10mm socket. It helps to have a little pick for this electronic plug we're going to take off. And then, of course, your new part. You'll need this part here. I'll put the details in the description, so don't worry about it. This part. I think was like 40, 50, 60 bucks, something like that. But I'll put that info in. So first things first, take this panel off. Okay, we got the screws out. Put the screws in a bag, you idiot. That way they don't get knocked into the snow and you lose them. Okay. So this panel comes off like this. Set it aside. Okay, so we got the panel off. Here's the mechanism you're going to be replacing. But I'm going to show you what's going wrong first. It still functions. It's like it's just really weak. So I got my key here. So see that little L, that white L? That's what actually needs to flop over all the way like that for it to lock and unlock. But this little hoop that's supposed to push it isn't strong enough. See, so now it's locked and it can't do it. So see, I'll reach in here, oops, I'll reach in here by hand and flick it like that. So it looks like, well, maybe you should just tweak this or adjust it. Well, that's not it. It's just not strong enough. The new one will pop it right in super easy, okay? So first things first, there's only two screws here. This guy and this guy. This one you'll take out all the way. This one you just loosen it up because it's on a slot, pull it out. You'll also want to take this off, the electric plug. Let me set the camera up and we'll show you how to do that quickly. There, how's that? Can you see? Okay, so undoing the plug, this little gray piece needs to be moved out. Having a pick helps. You can use your fingernails, but you might rip your fingernails off. So use a tool or a little screwdriver, something like that, to pull that back. Okay, then that allows it to come unplugged. Maybe. Only one camera is going to do this. There we go. Okay, so jiggle it around, get that out of the way. 10mm. This one I'm using a ratchet because I just know the torque on these things is high and my cordless is getting weak. Okay, loosened it up. The mechanism comes out like that. Boom, it's done. This is the part that's not strong enough. Doesn't go back and forth. Doesn't do well. Okay, so new one goes in. Now there's a couple things here. We'll just do the reverse of what we did, but a couple of things you want to watch. First off is in here, these arms. See this little blue piece? And that rod and this rod right there, those would have to move to open your tailgate. If in the process of putting this new piece back in, that's the old one. Don't put the old one back in. Of putting the new piece back in, you bump this and knock this off. And it doesn't take much. You bump it and that comes off. Guess what? You're not opening your tailgate. And guess what else? You won't discover this until you've put it all back together and you close your tailgate, and then it won't open. Then to fix it, you got to climb in your bed and undo the panel and take it all back apart again. So instead of doing all that, just make sure that this doesn't come off. Ask me how I know that. Okay. Okay, so new part back in. It sits in there kind of odd. This little pad will sit right on here. So you just kind of wedge it in here like that. And you'll want to make sure that the little locking mechanism is up into here, which if the bolts are lined up, it will be. Okay. Like that. It's all lined up. And then that's it. And there's no real adjustment on this either. You know, at first, you'd think, well, this slot here's for a reason. There's nothing really to adjust. It's once it's in, it's in. Okay, that's tight, that's tight. We're gonna plug it back in. Put the little keeper on, and there you go. Let's make sure it works first. Lock. I'll reach under here and feel. Yeah, locked. Unlock. There you go, works. Lock, unlock, lock, unlock. Nice, nice. Have it back. Okay, from here it's just reassembly. Put this back on, put your screws back in, and you're back in business. Thanks for watching. If I helped you, please subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Okay, you ready? First thing you're gonna need, actually I should go through them all here, is the T-15. I just dropped it way back here. So much for being prepared for the video, right?